Well, we know Memorial Day weekend is the official start of boating season, but before you head out on the water, the Coast Guard Auxiliary wants to make sure you have all the proper safety gear and that your equipment is in good condition. Officials say one of the most important precautions is having a life jacket that fits properly for everyone on board. Statistics show that if you're in a boating accident, you're about 5 times less likely to drown if you're wearing a life jacket. Another thing the Auxiliary says saves lives is good communication. Danielle Thomas has the story.
All your personal flotation life jackets.
Jimbo Palmer says he's wise enough to know some things are better left to the experts. So when offered the chance for an in-depth safety inspection for his boat, he gladly took it.
To make sure that we were legal and safe while out on the water, because the family goes and we need to be safe.
Coast Guard Auxiliary Flotilla 35 gave free safety checks at the Pass Christian Harbor. Officials say people are taking a chance whenever they go out on the water with only a cell phone to call for help.
A VHF marine radio is highly recommended. Although it's not a required item, it really should be in our opinion. Cell phones are not very reliable out on the water a lot of times. And it's always a good idea to have a VHF radio, because if you make a distress call on the VHF radio, not only will the Coast Guard hear you on Channel 16, but other boaters in the area will also hear your distress call.
Sometimes officials say it's the person who doesn't go for the boat ride who saves the lives of those on board.
Telling somebody on shore where you're going to be, when you will come back. If something happens and you can't communicate your distress, then somebody on land can also call the Coast Guard and have, search for you.
In Pass Christian, Danielle Thomas, WLOX News.
The Coast Guard Auxiliary also suggests that you know how to use all your safety gear, and you also want to make sure all the stuff works before you head out.